when you arrived at the scene, had the three officers that were already there, had they separated the sheriff and the Spencer?
Yes.
And one of the officers had been talking to the Spencer, correct?
Correct.
And you didn't take any pictures of the Spencer, did you?
I personally did not.
You certainly didn't take any pictures of the Spencer, correct?
I did not. I did not take any pictures.
And in fact, no officer on the scene that night took any pictures of the Spencer, did they?
I had one of the investigating officers take pictures.
But not of Hernandez, did they?
I have no idea what he took pictures of.
You don't know what he took pictures of?
Right, correct. I have no idea.
And isn't it true that after that night, the criminal investigation section of the Jackson Police Department took over the investigation?
Correct. After that night.
After that night, there's a continuing investigation, isn't that correct?
Correct. To my knowledge.
And they have done, as far as you know, they've done a further investigation.
Correct.
Yes, sir, he does.
To avoid any potential questioning of any investigation, you were at the location that night on the 10th, right?
Yes, sir, I was.
To avoid any possible somebody saying you didn't do something right, you called in another lieutenant.
Yes, sir, I did.
Who was that?
Lieutenant Shane Beaver.
And were you present while he was conducting his investigation?
Yes, sir, I was.
And did you observe him, listen to the questioning that he questioned, where he questioned other witnesses?
Yes, sir, I did.
Isn't the first thing that you said to Ms. Sangster when you got to the scene was, Ms. Sangster, you know if you make a false police report, that's a crime. Didn't you say that to her?
No, that's not how that was phrased.
Exactly how you said it.
I asked her if she was aware that filing a false police report was a felony.
And that's the way you normally would eliminate of the domestic assault, is that right?
That is correct.
That's the first thing that you can talk to say was victim of a domestic assault?
That was not the first thing that I said.
One of the first things you said.
I'm sorry?
Isn't that one of the first things you said to her?
That was the first thing I said after listening to her speak with Lieutenant Beaver.
And haven't you been counseled about that since then?
Have I been counseled about that?
Okay.
No, ma'am, I have not.
Have you been questioned about it since then, by your superiors?
No, ma'am, I have not.
And you're aware, you investigated domestic assault before?
Yes, ma'am, I wrote the policy for our department.
And are you aware then that solutions from assaults don't appear immediately? They often take some time to develop.
That's correct, sometimes they do.
You gave a warning about a false report only after you heard her tell Lieutenant Beaver that she thought the neighbor called the police. Please refer to the time when you gave the warning about filing a false police report.
After I heard what a witness had described to another officer as to what had occurred, which was drastically different than what I heard Ms. Sangster describe to Lieutenant Beaver. The statements were so drastically different that I wanted to make sure that she understood that filing a false police report was a felony, and I would have made that same clear to that other party had they been on the scene.